Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ami and I'm so happy that you are here today. Today we're going to be doing a bill swap. I'm going to do another voiceover style video. We're going to try it out one more time, see if it works, and I'll get your guys' feedback again. I had some pretty mixed reviews. A lot of you liked it, a lot of you didn't. But we're going to try it one more time with me adjusting some things. And today we are just going to go through my binders and swap out the bills for fake cash and put the rest into the bank because I don't want to have that much cash on me. I also this week am doing a not quite spontaneous but like a spontaneous trip to South Carolina. I need to go to one of the offices for the apartment complexes and go in person to sign some papers, and also I want to be there for my boyfriend. Right now is not a super great time for their family, so I am just going to be there for him. So because of that, I'm not quite sure what this week's video situation is going to look like. I might do my cash stuffing up there. I might just wait till next week, but for right now, I can at least get you guys the bill swap. I was hoping to be able to film this after I cash stuffed for the last week of September / first week of August, but here we are. So we're going to work with this and hopefully you guys enjoy it. And if you do enjoy this video, think about subscribing possibly and hitting the thumbs up button for the video. It really helps me out. Thank you guys so much again, and let's get on into the video.
Alright y'all, what is up? So, this video was filmed over a week and a half ago. I apologize that I'm taking so long to get these videos out to you guys. It's been crazy, and I will post a video very soon kind of explaining what's been going on and all that jazz. I did end up going traveling and it effed up my budget. Yeah. Really badly. Really badly. But I'm going to try not to get into that too much with this video and leave that for the upcoming video. So what we're doing here is counting up the cash that I have that is going to be deposited into my bank account. And I'm going to take how much cash, like hard cold cash I have, and write that down in the first column of my budgeting sheet that I have on my tablet, and then replace it with fake bills, and then count up how much I should have total in the bank account. That way I can track what's getting deposited, but also what my bank account should look like once I deposit all that cash. There is a couple different methods that I tried out within the video of like how I wanted to swap out the bills. I had counted up the total amount and then wrote that down and then swapped out the cash so that I could have the smaller denominations for things. I had done like individually swapping bills and going from there. With this part, I feel like it might just be like whatever you prefer doing, but what I ended up doing the most was counting up the hard cold cash that I had, writing that down, and then taking that number, adding the money that was already in the bank account, which is what the fake bills represent, by the way, and then writing down that number and then swapping out the cash for fake bills. That way the money that was in the envelope isn't separated until everything is counted up. That just seemed to prevent more issues because there were a couple of times where I'd mess up. Business wasn't getting swapped out, by the way. I keep my business money in my Cash App, so I wasn't gonna swap it out because it's fake bills already. Now taxes. So yes, that's a $500 bill that I made DIY'd. I was experimenting with glitter and Sharpies. I know it's really crusty looking. It's not a permanent thing for me. I will do some work on my fake bills and try to create a $500 and $1,000 slip. I just hate counting up the $100. Yeah, that's my $1,000 slip. Like, you see that? It's bad. It's literally a $100 bill with zeros at the end of the hundreds. Very bad. The challenge, I am not going to be exchanging the money in this video, at least for right now. Also, I got so backed up because of how horrible my income, or not income, but like the situation was last week from the traveling, that I am going to delay the savings challenge just a little bit. And then we have my expenses binder section thing. And this is where I found another reason to love the voiceover method. I know a lot of you guys preferred it when I would talk while doing the thing. You felt it was more personal. I will tell you, I'm able to get you guys more information when I'm doing this method because I get to, you know, like think about what I'm going to say, and then if I want to, I can erase it and say it better or clearer or add more details if I want to. So I will say that, but also the point in me bringing that up is I prefer this in cash. I do prefer my expenses in cash because I don't know where these expenses are coming out from. For example, like with my boyfriend, since we're long distance, a lot of the times if I'm giving him money for like dinner or something, it's going through Cash App. Or for medical, it could come out of my PNC, it could come out of a credit card, it could come out of an account. So it's just nicer for me to have cash because cash is easier to move around versus if it's in a bank account already and doing the transfers between bank accounts, it gets confusing. And that was what I learned last week when this all went to crap. The tablet fund is poppin'. Thank you guys who have donated or like given funds in support of getting my boyfriend a new tablet. His computer was stolen, and so we're replacing it right now. I appreciate you a lot, and that the tablet fund is now a sinking fund. I moved up around my sheet that I have there, and you'll see that in the upcoming videos. But yeah, now we're getting into sinking funds. Yay! They're doing pretty good right now. I'm very happy with how my sinking funds are going. But now that we're in sinking funds, we can talk about move because we've had some stuff happen. So, like I said, I went to South Carolina. All of my expenses and funds got jacked up, and there is a lesson learned in there. I'm not going to go too much into detail with the story time, but with the funds. So one thing that I will recommend if you're going to do this method where you change all of your real cash for fake ones and put it into the bank account, do not do this right before you go on a trip. I literally deposited the cash and then drove to South Carolina. Like, that's how crazy I was. And expecting yourself to just do what you're supposed to do, at least for me, is not always the smartest decision. So it did screw me up a lot. I deposited cash into the wrong accounts. Like my PNC, all the bills that went into my PNC account, I really messed those up. So yeah, I was really upset with how I handled it. But now I know for next time. Give myself enough time to deposit the cash and really sit down with focus and transfer all of the money. Yeah, and the expenses thing. The expenses really threw me off. So in the future, I am not going to exchange those. Move at the moment, spoiler alert, is at 0. We used all of the money and then some. But again, we will get into that into the next video. I'm kind of doing like, not a video extravaganza. I don't want to steal that from the Crafty Budgeter. That's kind of like her trademark thing. But something similar, basically just pumping out a bunch of content for you guys. I have so many videos planned. Some are even filmed already as I am doing this voiceover. Yeah, and then TikTok as well is like really booming right now, so I have a lot of videos that I plan on doing for that. Yeah, if you want to check out my TikTok, it will be linked down below. Also, a couple things that I want to say. I get a lot of questions about the cash divider you see was actually a DIY, and I do have a video coming out on how I make it. It's actually not complete right now, so technically the video will be finishing it and explaining what I did. All of my envelope stuff I got from Amazon, and the budget sheet that I have I made, and I will also do a video on how I made that. Right now I'm just going to count up the totals of the cash. I don't care too much about the totals. Right now I just want to make sure that I pulled out the right amount, wrote down the right amount, all that kind of jazz. When I count up the cash, I'm going to put it in piles of 500 so that I can more easily count it. And then once I'm done counting it, I'm going to take the bills and separate them based off of my Capital One account and my PNC account so they can go in the right banks. And then after that, I'm going to count up the bills in piles of 30. And that way, if the ATM doesn't take a ton of bills, it's easier for me to give it the right amount. For the rest of this, I'm going to do a little bit of ASMR for you guys. So I'm going to log off and see you in the end.
As always, thank you guys so much for sticking around till the end of the video. If you are still here, I really appreciate you. If you did enjoy the video and haven't given it a thumbs up, I would love it if you could do that. Help me out. Again, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you all. You have no idea how much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!